Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. It's okay. We'll deal with it. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Manachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yasodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Radha Jama Sundara De. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo, Jai Vishnupada, Brahmansa Pravraj, Kachara Stotara Satasri Srimati Dhruvi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupada, Brahmansa Pravraj, Kachara Stotara Satasri Srimati Dhruvi Bhakti Siddhanta Sarva Thakur Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय, अमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदेव मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगामय यमुनामयी की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। शिवरात्रि महामहोत्सव की जय। Guru Premanande, Hari Hari Bo, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga, Shubhapad ki jai. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Ram Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachar Nirvisesha Sunnavadi Pachach Destarne. Shubhapad ki jai. Sit and set Dirvendra. Take the one with a cushion, without back support. Or take a chair. You don't have back support. Use the chair now. Chairs are behind only. Be comfortable. Okay, we're reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12. A lot of things to be discussed. Glories of Mahadev is so many unlimited. So we'll see how much late. Okay, let's start with. Thank you all for joining. We're reading from Hare Krishna. Reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12. Pure devotion service, verse number 5 to 7. Verse number 5 first. Yeah. क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् avyakta hi kate dukkam dehavadbhiravapyate. No, verse number 5. क्लेशो अधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गति दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते. Word to word. Klesha, trouble. Adhikatara, very much. Tesham, of them. Avyakta, to the unmanifested. Asakta, attached. Chetasam, of those whose minds. Avyakta, towards the unmanifested. He, certainly. Gati, progress. Dukkam, with trouble. Dehavadbi, by the embodied. Avapyate, is achieved. Translation by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in the discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. Let's repeat. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in the discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. Verse number 6 and 7. एतु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते. This verse, see how many times Lord Krishna repeated Mai, Matpara, Mam, again in the last line also again Mai. So again and again Lord Krishna is telling to me. He is not telling to someone else, demigods or some other personality. So it's very clear. Etu sarvani karmani Mai sanyasya matpara ananyenaiva yogena Mam Jayayanta Upasate. Teshamaham Samuddarta Mrityu Samsara Sagarat Bhavami Nachrat Parda Mai Avesita Chetasam. Etu Sarvani Karmani Mai Sanyasya Matpara Ananyenaiva Yogena Mam Jayayanta Upasate. Teshamaham Samuddarta Mrityu Samsara Sagarat Bhavami Nachrat Parda Maya Vesita Chetasam. Etu Sarvani Karmani Mai Sanyasya Matpara Ananyenaiva Yogena Mam Jayayanta Upasate. Teshamaham Samuddarta Mrityu Samsara Sagarat Bhavami Nachrat Parda Maya Vesita Chetasam. Ye, those who, but, Sarvani, all, Karmani, activities, Mayi, unto me, Sanyasya, giving up, Matpara, being attached to me, Ananyena, without division, Eva, Certainly, yogena, by practice of such bhakti yoga, mam, upon me, dhyayamta, meditating, upasate, worship, tesham, of them, aham, I, samuddarta, the deliverer, mrityu, of death, samsara, in material existence, sagarat, from the ocean, bhavami, I become, na, not, chirat, after long time, Vardha, O Sanaprata, Mai, upon me, Avesita, fixed, Chetasam, of those whose minds, translation by Prabhupada, but those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotion service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O Sanaprata, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Please repeat. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotion service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O Sanapruta, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Try to understand these three verses. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, गोपाल की जय, गौर भक्तों की जय, श्री सदा शिव की जय। So this is a continuation of the chapter 12, pure devotion service. As in this particular chapter, pure devotion service, Lord Krishna is describing, as Arjuna is asking the question after 11 chapters. First one is impersonalism versus personalism. And then Lord Krishna is concluding with this verse. This section 1 is ending with this verse 1 to 7. First section. So that says Lord Krishna is establishing the bhakti is the superior to all other process in this last verse. Very quickly. Samuddarta, Nachra. So very quickly he will deliver, Lord Krishna will deliver those who are engaged in the worship of his personal form to him directly. Explicitly mentioning that. So that is the first section, impersonalism versus personalism. In the next section, Lord Krishna is describing the various paths or various divisions within the bhakti process, from Raganuga Bhakti to Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti to external, one who cannot practice directly devotion, the indirect devotion service, Maranatmika, Mananatmika, and Bahirmukh. So and then Krishna is describing the last section, that is the second section from 8 to 12, then 13 to 28 to 13, I think, and 14 to 20 or 13 to 20. Lord Krishna is describing the qualities of the devotee, um, the qualities of the devotee which are dear to him, what Lord Krishna likes to see. So Lord Krishna describes Bhaktastakam. So in this way, this chapter is laid out. Now, in this verse, particularly, this fifth verse, Lord Krishna is describing Klesho Adhikataras Tesham Avyakta Saktajesam. So, Avyaktahi gatir dukkam dehavadbir avapyate. So, to there are various kinds of transcendentalists, as per three, which is the impersonalists, and then the yogis, the jnanis, or the impersonalists. Within impersonalists, the jnanis, the two categories, Mayavadis and the Brahmavadis. And then you have yogis, and then you have the personalists, those who are performing Bhakti Yoga. Here Krishna is speaking, Arjuna is asking about the impersonalist, one who is attached to this impersonal form. Klesha Adhika Taraste, Lord Krishna is directly giving his opinion that it's very difficult, extremely difficult and troublesome. Klesha Adhikatara. Klesha itself is great difficulty, and Adhikatara is extremely difficult. And Kali Yuga, it's even more difficult. Klesho Adhikataras Tesham Avyakta Sakta. Vyakta means manifested. You can see it. If you have some form, like you have father, mother, children, grandparents, parents, friends, you are seeing regularly, you are attached to them, you serve them, so that you remember them. You like to be in their company, and so on and so forth. But here, the impersonalists, the only way they can develop attachment is constantly reading regularly the Upanishad, Vedas, about the unmanifested form, Lord's Nirguna Brahma. There are two kinds of Brahma, Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma means the Lord which has transcendental qualities. So, Saguna Brahma, Lord with a form, transcendental form, which we can perceive like Acha Vigraha. And then the other form, Nirguna Brahma, Lord without any content, impersonal form. Lord is pervaded throughout the whole Brahmanda as his energy, as we described in the last class also. And that's why Prabhupada is describing the difference. For the impersonalist, it's so difficult. Avyaktahi gatir dukkham. It's troublesome and so painful, and so much it causes great anxiety also, like a frustration also. Because how long can you practice reading and hearing without, means you have to feel some happiness. How will you feel happiness without actually having a relationship with someone? Having to meditate on something which is void, some impersonal conception, without having a personal concept. It's so difficult. Avyaktahi gadir dukkam dehavadbir avapyate. Lord Krishna. And then Prabhupada explaining that for the bhakti it is so easy because they worship the Acha Vigraha, Saguna Brahma. Because Shastra is explained through Pancharatri Vidhi, deities are being called through the mantras, various mantras. The pure devotee of the Lord installs the deity Prana Pratishtha. The Murti is made according to the Shilpa Shastra, and then the deity is established, and then deity is invited. The Murti, the Lord's personal form, is being invited into that particular Murti during the Prana Pratishtha ceremony. It's a long process. So Prabhupada is comparing that to a postal box. Somebody puts a in a mail in any box, it doesn't go to the destination it needs to go. But if you put in authorized box, this Acha Vigraha is called authorized box. So this bhakti process who are worshipping this personal form is so easy and so direct. It can be immediately one can actually uh, one can actually reach the destination. That's why in this verse, Klesho Adhikataras Tesham Avyakta Sakta Chetasam Asakta. To develop the attachment to this Avyakta in unmanifested form, it is extremely difficult. Avyakta Sakta Chetasam. Chetasa means mind in this case. Cheta means sometimes consciousness, sometimes mind, sometimes intelligence, but in this case it's Chitta. Chitta means our consciousness, what we are absorbed. Mind is the controller of senses. So avyakta sakta chesa, avyakta hi gatir dukkam. Since not able to, after because you have to give up, the jnanis try to give up, they renounce everything. That's why they take sannyas, many of them. And they think they are Narayan. That is the Mayavadi conception. They think they are God as well. As soon as they take sannyas. But Brahmavadis are not in that line, but they want to merge into the Brahman effulgence, impersonal form, unmanifested form. So avyaktahi gatir dukkam dehavadbir avapyate. Avapyate means destination. So they can't reach the destination, but it is extremely difficult, especially for Kali Yuga. It's so rare and so difficult. For Bhakti yogis, it's so easy because they have a form, they can worship the Archa Vigraha, personal form of the Lord. and they can hear, they can chant, they can engage in service. So easy to perform, but otherwise, so it's extremely difficult. That's what Krishna is explaining. He's concluding in third and fourth. We discussed elaborately about the three features of the Lord: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So, and then Krishna is concluding here. So, Arjuna, whatever you are asking, the impersonal worship is not going to work. Especially for Kali Yuga, it's not at all going to work. So now Krishna is emphasizing the essence, the conclusion of his point of view. Lord Krishna is emphasizing that pure devotion service, bhakti is the topmost, easiest, the topmost, the quickest, and it contains all the results. It automatically it includes everything, all the results of all other yoga process, karma yoga, gnana yoga, ashtanga yoga. Gnana yoga is merged into the Brahmana effulgence after so long practice. Many lifetimes, Bahunam Janmanamante, Gnanavan Mam Prapaddate, Vasudeva Sarva Samahatma Sudalo. Some of these Gnanis has a tendency, are attached to Lord Shiva. Then they enter into the Shiva Loka, Kailas. There are two Kailas. The Kailas, which is there in the material world, Himalayas, as you know, and then there is a Kailash in Sadasivlok. Shastra explains that Golokadam Nijadam Nitale Chatasya Devi Mahesh Haridhama Suteshu Te Te Prabhav Nichaya Prakatastrayana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So we are in this material universe, one of the material universe within this Brahmanda. Three-fourth is spiritual world, one-fourth is the material world. Just like if you take this room as a one whole, then three-fourth portion is spiritual world, one-fourth portion will be material world. And within that one-fourth, there are many small areas. Some are small, some are big within that. So the each universe, there are many universes within this one-fourth area. So we are in one of the smallest universe. So within that universe, there are 14 planetary systems. So as Lord Sadashiva's appearance day, there are three kinds of Shivas. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, Advaita Acharya's explanation of Advaita Acharya, Lord Advaita Acharya was incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadasiva, part of the Panchatattva. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarokam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Five features. Lord appears as himself as a devotee and his devotee incarnation, devotee expansion as Lord Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, and Advaita Acharya incarnation. And then and his energy as Gadadhar Pandit, Srimad Radharani, and then as a devotee, so Narada Muni as Srivas Thakur. These were five personalities. So Lord, in that particular one, that chapter, sixth chapter, Adi Leela, verse number 79, where it is Ananta Brahmande Rudra Sadasivera Amsya. Ananta Brahmande Rudra. There are three types of Shiva. One is in the Vaikuntha Loka, who is Sadasiv, who is as good as Vishnu Tattva. Sadasiv. That is in Vaikuntha. And then you have the second is when the material world has to be created, material world creation and maintains and destroys again and again. It goes on and on. Just like cloud appears in the sky, cloud is disappears, again cloud appears. So like that, the material world is also like that. It gets created, maintained, then destroyed. So just like we change the bodies from this life to another life form. So like that. At that time, the same Sadasiva expands himself into Shambhu. That is the second form. So is not Vishnu Tattva, the second category. And Shastra explains that one who performs 100 lifetimes pious activities without any sinful activity, 100 lifetimes, not one lifetime, 100 lifetimes, then he will attain the position of Lord Brahma's position. These are posts up to Lord Brahma's position. And there also it is mentioned further that if like that 100 lifetimes, one who performs like in the Lord Brahma's position, and then he will attain the position of 10 lifetimes or 100 lifetimes, Lord Shiva's position. That as Shambhu or Rudras. That is the third category. First category is Sadasiva, who is in Vaikuntha Loka. As it is mentioned, the third category, these are in this verse, all three are mentioned. Ananta Brahmande Rudra. Ananta Brahmanda means all these Brahmanda are called material universes. We are in one of the Brahma, one of the universe. So like that, in all unlimited material universes, there are 11 Rudras, Shiva, that is there, that they are living entities, Jiva Tattva, Rudra, third expansion. So first expansion is Sadasiva in the spiritual world, in Vaikuntha Loka. Then his expansion, when the material world has to be created, that time, Maya Ramanasana Vyogasthaya Atmana Ramaya Renge Takta Kalam Sisru Didrukshaya. The time factor, auxiliary force, that is a glance of the Mahavishnu. Which Mahavishnu? These are Lord Balaram's expansion. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. There are three Vishnus called Purushavatar. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So from Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, when he is exhaling and inhaling, just like we are breathing, but his breathing and our breathing is different. We are so minute. So his breathing, universe are coming out from his skin pores, each pore, universe are coming out. And each of these universes, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu expanding himself and entering into these universes, Garbhodaka Sai. That is the second Vishnu. And then he will sop off the universe with water from his skin pores only. We get little sweat. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu can fill up half of the universe with water. That is his power. And then he expands again, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu expands the third Vishnu, Purushavatar, called Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, is called Paramatma also. So when Lord Brahma has a problem, he'll go to the Milky Ocean. That's where Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is lying down in the Milky Ocean in the middle. He can't even approach. No demigod can approach. They have to be on the shore of the ocean and approach. These are called three Purushavatars. So when the Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, this material world has to be created, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is called Mahavishnu, is glancing. So that glance, our glance is nothing. Nothing is going to happen. So when Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is glancing, that glance is not directly in touch with the material world, but when that glance will be carried out, Lord Mahavishnu and his Mahavishnu's wife is called Rama Devi. Many of you might have performed Satyanarayana Vrata. That is Lord Vishnu's form. So there it is called Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Swami. That Rama Devi. Same here also. Lord Mahavishnu and Mahavishnu's wife is called Rama Devi. So when he is glancing, that glance is transferred from Lord Mahavishnu to Shambhu. Shambhu is a masculine living entity. So that's why Shivaratri, there are four aspects are there. The appearance of Linga in the masculine form, that is Lord Shiva, on this day. And then he also, after Sati passes away during the Daksha Yajna, Sati gives up her body. Again, she appears as Parvati. Then Lord Shiva marries on this day. On this, every month there is a Shivaratri, but that's why this is called Mahasivaratri, because in the year once a year, that is in the Falguna month, February end or March first week, it comes that Shivaratri is called Mahasivaratri. Otherwise, every month there is the Amavasya, the 14th, 15th, that combination Amavasya day, that is Shivaratri, regularly, every month. But this particular Shivaratri in Falguna month happened, that is called Mahasivaratri. That's why. And then the first one is that one as a linga form. Lord Shiva is appearing in that form. Second one is Samudra Manthan happened on this day as well. During Samudra Manthan, Lord Shiva has been taken the halal, the poison, to save the living entities. We are indebted to Lord Shiva. Because to protect everybody else, Lord Shiva and the pure devotees of the Lord are always compassionate. So he takes charge of everything. He takes care of all the problems. That is Lord Shiva's business for to serve Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. So and Lord wants to glorify him as well. So that also happened this day. And also during the inhalation time, Lord Shiva is the inhalation as a Gunavatar. Third, this is not Sadasiva in the Vaikuntha Loka. That's not. This is Rudras. The living and Jiva Tattva category of Rudras does the inhalation when he gets empowered by Sankarshan Ram. That's why one way why Lord Shiva wears Rudras wear the snakes. One is because Ananta says is the Lord Sankarshan, Lord Balaram's expansion. the snakes, Lord Balram's expansion. So that's one way to remember. He's always meditating, remembering Lord Rama's name. Again and again, you will see at the end of Vishnu Sahasranam his conversation with Mother Parvati. So Mother Parvati telling that also will mention about it in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Glories of Haridas Thakur. Directly Durga Devi, Mother Parvati is telling. In the Adi Leela, there is a one pastime. Brahman is telling there, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met this Brahman, he is telling what Lord Shiva said, how he is chanting the Lord Rama's name. Then he takes up the Lord Krishna's Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That one is there in Adi Leela. Chapter 6, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is traveling to South India. Um, the near when he goes to Mallikarjuna, Srisailam temple. So be discussing in between, right? So I was talking about the creation. So Sadasiv I mentioned in Vaikuntha Loka, and Rudras I mentioned part of they do the annihilation. There are three musketeers are here. Okay, so so the Rudras are there in the this material world. They are part of the Jiva Tattva, but not like us. They are still higher than Brahma. Higher than Brahma. Rudra, Shiva, Sadasiva, all of them are higher than Brahma. Rudras including, even though he is living entity position, third category of Shiva. So they take charge of annihilation. Lord Sankarshan gives the empowerment when the annihilation has to. Then Lord Shiva starts as Rudras. 11 of them, the names are mentioned in the 69th or 79th verse in the Adi Leela chapter 6, Advaita Acharya's glories. There in that particular verse it is mentioned. 11 names of Rudras, including the earth, water, fire, five, all these things are mentioned also in the verse I quoted. In Brahma Samhita, verse number 6, 8, 10, 15. In these places, clearly mentioned how this creation is happening. So, Mahavishnu, so it is clear. Sadasiva in Vaikuntha Loka, second Shiva is called Shambhu. Only his purpose is when the creation has to happen, Mahavishnu cannot be in touch directly with the material world. Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna is not in directly touch. So it happens through Sadasiva's expansion. Shambhu is in between. Second Shiva, and his expansion is Rudras in the material world. Their job is to do the annihilation. That's why on the Shivaratri day, the fourth one. One is Alahal, one is the appearance in masculine form, Linga form. So many, some places is crores of Sahasra Linga is there. Some of the place in Andhra is there. In different parts of India, there are different, so many temples of Shiva, famous temples. Jyotirlinga they call, Sri Sailam, Mallikarjuna, Sri Kalahasti, so many places are there within Andhra itself and many other places. Famous is Varanasi, and there is also in Navadvip Dhama itself there are so many. Harihara Kshetra, Panchanana, where five faces of five faced Lord Shiva is there. Different pastimes are all of them. In Navadvip Dhama itself there are so many. Rudra Dweep, Lord Shiva has his own Dweep, Rudra Dweep, out of 9 islands. There itself there are so many pastimes. Everybody is coming. Shankaracharya coming there. Vishnu Swami, Rudra Sampradaya's head, is coming there. Lord Shiva giving blessings. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearing in dream giving blessings. Uh, even Vishnu Swami coming again as a Vallabhacharya. That is also has been told. So like that, all these pastimes are there in Rudra Deepa. And in Madhya Deepa, this Harihara Kshetra is there, where Lord Shiva wants to hear. Lord Shiva wants to hear, as Sota Goswami started describing to Saunaka and other rishis in this place, Madhya Deep. Then immediately Lord Shiva wants to hear. He always wants to hear. The different pastimes are there, Lord Shiva's in this way. Uh, when he wants to go, then but he has Nandi carrier, so slow. So he wants to go, already getting late. Then he takes Lord Brahma's Vahan, Hamsa Vahan. So that place is called Hamsa Vahan. So I'll show you the picture, but you can't see. It is there. Means in my those who are on Zoom can see it. Hamsavahan is the place. When you go to next time Mayapur Dham, please visit these places. If you do Navadvip Parikrama, obviously they will show you. But otherwise, you can go. These are not that far. So a few days we can visit. 3-4 days if you stay, you will be able to visit all these places. Hamsavahan is a beautiful place. I've been there when I went 2 years ago. Where where Lord Shiva is coming in the Hamsa Vahan, Lord Brahma's Vahan, to hear Sota Goswami describing the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam to Saunakanda other rishis, particularly in Madhyadweep. That is the Hamsavahan. And Harihara Kshetra also. Lord Shiva is coming. Vishnu, Lord Vishnu as Sadasiv coming as Harihara. Hara, Lord Shiva coming in the form of Vishnu as Sadasiv coming, Lord is called Hara. And then, sorry, Hari. And then Hara is Lord Shiva. Both combined in that way, is appeared there, Harihara Kshetra. You'll see half white and half little different color, half of his body from top. Beautiful pastime are also there, Harihara Kshetra. Anybody who takes is always, anybody who comes to that place, he gives Gauranga's name, he helps them to attain Krishna Prema. Anybody who comes to that place, Harihara, that is why he wants to hear Gauranga's, he chants Gauranga's name, Gaurang, Gaurang, Gaurang. So that is what he does in sitting in this particular place, Harihara Kshetra. And he gets so intense absorption, he gets hot. So that's why they constantly pour water. They keep under the water that Shivalinga is also there. So there's one day they celebrate that festival. They bring it to Mayapur Dham main temple also. This particular, um, I think, this particular linga, so that everybody can take darshan. And during Navadvip Dham, they will obviously go to that place also. I've been there. And there is also the different pastimes there within that place itself. One of the pujari got so sick, no doctor could cure. At that time, Lord Shiva appeared as a as a mendicant, as a so regular, just like an incognito. He appeared and he gave the blessings, and then immediately next day onwards, he started recovering. He fully was recovered. Like there are many other pastimes in all these places. So this is that's why Lord Shiva is in this Sadasiv. Then you have the Shambhu. So that when the glance, as I explained, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is glancing. That glance in this eighth verse, which is called Maya Aramanasana Viyogatayasa Atmana Ramaya Rame Tekta Kala means time factor. That is a glance of the Lord, auxiliary energy, the time factor. It is also called divine halo, Shivalinga. Is called divine halo, masculine and also the feminine portion of it. Both Durga Devi and Lord Shiva, both this transferring from Mahavishnu and Rama Devi is transferred. That particular glance is transferred to this Shambhu. Takes charge of that. As milk transformed into yogurt, the culture, you have to add culture to milk, then only yogurt comes. Same way here, that glance, as soon as it touches Lord Shiva, and then Durga Devi, Parvati Devi takes charge of that glance. And then Mahamaya is called Maya Devi, Mahamaya, Durga, different names are there. There to explain that she then creates. Actually, original ego is Sankarshan. Original ego is there. In charge is Sankarshan. Lord Balaram's explained. Now Maya Devi creates the false ego. That's why we have false ego means we are not identifying with as a spirit soul. We are not identifying with Krishna, relation with Krishna. That's why in the sixth, seventh verse, Etu Sarvani Karmani Mai Sanyasya Adhyatma Mai. So what is the second line? I forget. So I'm mixing with some other words. Etu Sarvani Karmani Mai Sanyasya Matpara. Mai Sanyasya Matpara. Then I forget the other two lines. Ananyena eva yogena mam dhyayanta upaste. So clearly describing that pure devotion service means offering everything. There you are identifying yourself as spirit soul and your relation with Supreme Lord, and you offer every activity, the hearing, the chanting, the remembering, all 9 limbs of devotion service. You are engaged, offering everything. So because everything you are seeing as in relation with Krishna, you are utilizing your work, you are offering your results to Krishna, everything for the pleasure of the Lord, to maintain yourself to the extent, but you will not endeavor for those which are taking us away from the Lord. Tat prayaso na kartavyo ayurvaya param mukunda charanam bhojam na tatha vindate kshemam na tatha vindate kshemam. As long as if he is identifying as spirit soul and his relation with Krishna, then he is not going to perform any activity which is not going to bring him close to Krishna, which is taking him away from Krishna, is not going to perform. Na tata vindate kshemam, eternal kshemam. This particular point is very important to understand. In the 1855, Lord Krishna is just, this tattva. Truth has to be understood. That's a tattva vichar, apara vichar. Sometimes understanding is very difficult. Some of this absolute truth to understand is very difficult, very subtle. Sometimes example is just like the Yamaraj story. When Draupadi was thirsty, that time Draupadi what then all five of them goes. The Yaksha was there, in charge for this lake. All of them dies. They become unconscious. They couldn't answer the questions. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj goes and he answers the questions, but those are in a coded language. Tattva. As in 1856 or 55 verse, Krishna is describing that. Bhaktya mam abhijanat yavan yasti tatvata tato mam tattato gnatva visate tadanantam. So it's clear. First, bhakti has to be performed. Bhaktya mam abhijanat. Only way anybody can know Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, only if he performs bhakti. Not by karma, not by jnana, not by yoga. They cannot understand Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. Then he is telling Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yastit tattvataha. It must be the bhakti and to Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna has to be understood in the truth. Means it's absolute with 100% focus. Tattvataha. Then only if one understands the tattva in truth, tatomam tattvato gnatva. That's why absolute knowledge, truth knowledge has to be received, regularly heard from the pure devotee. So, medium of Sri Prabhupada and his disciples. We have to constantly hear regularly. Then only, otherwise there is no possibility. 4.9 also same thing Krishna is telling. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattva. It is tyaktva deham punarjanma. Veti tattvataha. Again tattva. That absolute truth, knowledge of the absolute truth, unless one understands, digests, practices, for he comes to the perfect understanding and he practices, then only he can cross over this material world. And Lord Shiva is there to guide and help. That's why he is there situated in this Harihara Kshetra as Amsavahan and in Panchanana as a five mukha, five face Shiva. Then there is also Nela Lohita Shiva. So there's another place in Rudradvip. Panchanana is also in Rudradvip, if I remember correctly. So many pastimes are there in Rudradvip for these two places. That is what Rudra is taking charge of as Swambhu is taking charge of the creation. From Lord Vishnu is empowering, Mahavishnu is giving the glance, transferring the delegation to to Shambhu and his wife Maya Devi, Mahamaya, Maya Devi, Durga Devi. She is creating false ego. She is creating earth, water, fire. She is there, but she is activating. You can say that because the real things are there, real elements, everything is produced from the Lord. But she is activating, she is making it. So then the three modes of material nature comes into picture. Only when Durga Devi and Shambhu takes charge, that's when the actual creation is happening. Until that creation is not happening. Glance is there, but is not activated yet. Reactions are not there. Souls cannot come yet. So that's why this principle has to be understood as Sadasiv. He has no touch. He is not in touch with any material world actions. He is not in Tamogun. He is not neither in charge for Tamogun either. Shambhu is also not in charge. Shambhu's duty is only to participate in this material world creation, delegating and getting it created. That is their position. Mahamaya and the Shambhu. Those two, person masculine and feminine through them, then she is creating for as a delegation, as empowerment, helping. She is assisting. She is assisting she is assisting Shambhu in creating the false ego, in creating, in activating this earth, water, fire, mind, that's why in this particular verse 69 of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in this verse, Prabhupada is explaining not only these 11 places Rudras are there, but is also there in Mahabhuta, is also there partially of the senses, Tanmatras, sense objects, all this coming from Mahamaya. She is doing the activity for Lord Shiva. So, in this way, that's why we can see that how, unless we surrender to Supreme Lord, then they will release the grip. Durga Devi and Lord Shiva as Rudras also, they will release the grip from the material clutches for us. Otherwise, you will not get. So that's why then Haribhakti Vilas, it is mentioned as Skanda Puran, Vayu Puran, different Puranas quoting, clearly explaining that on Shivratri day one must fast. That fast where Lord Shiva helps. devotee, especially the Vaishnavas, to progress in devotional service to attain their love for Krishna. Lord Shiva helps. One should fast half day, full day, whatever capacity, some kind of fasting, remembering, glorifying Lord Shiva and praying to Lord Shiva to remove our obstacles on the path and increase our devotion. So that's why he's in Harihara Kshetra especially. He's giving the blessings, he's chanting Gauranga's name, is constantly absorbed. He gets hot so much every day. So they do the Abhishek every day, they put him under water. Um, in this way, we can understand Lord Shiva's glories, unlimited glories are there. So many pastimes. We'll see. So, so now we understand Sadasiv, who is Sadasiv. So that's it. When we say that Devi Dham is this material world is called Devi Dham. Durga Dham, Devi Dham is material world. And then above that is Mahesh Dham. So Mahesh Dham is above this 14 planetary system is one universe, like that many universes. When Brahma's 100 years is done, then all the living entities, including Brahma, goes to the merges into because the whole universe gets wiped out, annihilated, and goes back into abdomen of because Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is also done because the universe is winded up. Then he goes to Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. So when the whole universe, when Brahma's time is over, the whole universe gets wound up, goes back in a sleeping stage into the abdomen of Karanodaka Sai. That is the first Vishnu. From whom Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, universe are coming out. Then the third Vishnu is Paramatma, who is there, a spirit soul in a super soul in living entity, and is also there in Kshirodaka ocean in each and every universe. But when one day of Brahma happens, one day of Brahma also during after one day of Brahma there is one night. At that time there is a partial annihilation. At that time these living entities, Brahma also sleeps at that time. So Brahma goes into the abdomen of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu because this is within the universe. Brahma is still living. So that is within the material universe. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is lying down all the way at the below the ocean. So the Brahma goes and sleeps in the also abdomen of Mahavishnu, that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and also the souls who are there at that time sleeping also in the abdomen of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. They come out when next day starts. In this way, the process of this creation, maintenance is done by Lord Vishnu, but the annihilation is done by Rudras, which is called living entity. Is called living entity above Brahma, though within this material world. So Rudras are not there in the spiritual world. So that is the position of Rudras. 11 Rudras are taking charge of this material annihilation aspect. So the Tandava Nritya, cosmic dance of Lord Shiva also happened on Shivaratri day. So Shivaratri day happened cosmic dance, alahal taking, then marriage with Parvati Devi because there was a Taraka demon. There were multiple purposes. One of them is when Taraka demon to be killed, then all the demigods approached. Then we need a child from both of you. Lord Shiva is in absorption meditation. Then they sent Parvati Devi. Then this, I think, if I remember correctly, marriage happened in Badrinath. Lord Shiva is there in all these four places. Badrinath, most of the holy place, all the holy place where Lord Vishnu's deities are there, temples are there. Everywhere, Lord Shiva is a Kshetrapal. Especially in Jagannath Puri is called Lokanath, and also Bhairav. And Vrindavan is Gopeshwar Mahadev. So that's why Lord Shiva is as Rudra is Gunavatar. He's in charge for mode of ignorance. So that's why he accepts anybody and everybody, demons or bhutas, pretas, anybody worshipping him, he has to give mercy because he is in charge for mode of ignorance. What to expect? Then he has to give. He has to accept to such an extent that Vrukasura, Bhasmasura, they want to kill him also. Then Lord Shiva runs to Lord Vishnu, has to save him. So because he's Gunavata, he's as a living entity, as a Jiva Tattva in the third position of Lord Shiva. So that is so each and everything you have to understand clearly. This is all from the different Puranas. This is why Purana is mentioned about these three forms of Lord Shiva. So the Devi Dham is Durga Dham and Mahesh Dham is in between. There Mahesh Dham is there is a difference. The Mahesh Dham 75% or so is in the material world. Above this 14 planetary system, there is a space. There Mahesh Dham 75% is there in the you can say it's not exactly material, but it's not Vaikuntha either. Then the 25% is there in the spiritual. That's where Sadasiv. There's a spiritual Kailas in the Vaikuntha. That's where Sadasiv is there. That is in the spiritual world. But the rest of 75% is Mahakala Padma. It is called Kali is there. So That is the Kailash is there in the material world. That Kailash Samadhi portion is there in Mahakal Padma, but they are not in the spiritual world. The 15 is the 25% is there in the spiritual world. That is the Mahesh Dham. That is the actually Sadasiva Lok, where Lord Sadasiva is almost as good as Lord Vishnu. He is there in the spiritual world. So in this way we can understand clearly the Dhams, Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham. Then above the Mahesh Dham is Hari Dham, Lord Vishnu, and then above that is Golok Dham. Within Vaikuntha, there is Haridham, Lord Vishnu, various forms of Vishnu is there, and then above that is Golok Vrindavan, where Lord Krishna is there. Within that also you have below the Golok Vrindavan, then you have Mathura, Jagannath Puri, then Dwarka, then below that is Ayodhya Dham, then rest of the Vaikuntha planets, Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Varaha Avatar, like that, so many unlimited. So in this way, the structure of the universe are there. They are coming back to again Lord Shiva's glories. The Kshetrapal I was telling, he is the protector. Anybody who doesn't want, actually really don't want Krishna, then he will protect. He will show all the dirtiness, all kinds of things he will show. Then they won't be revealed, actually, the real absolute truth. Their layer is formed. That is done by, just like the material world creation, who is doing? Lord Vishnu is not doing directly. That is the same way here also. One who really don't want to enjoy this material world because that is created by Mahamaya, false ego. So she makes sure that that layer is formed. When you go to Haridham, Jagannath Puri as a Loknath, in Vrindavan as Gopeshwar Mahadev, his temples are there, even in Vrindavan also. Gopeshwar Mahadev is a pure devotee. In this case, Gopeshwar Mahadev is not a Jiva Tattva. This pure devotee directly wants to be in the Rasa Leela along with Krishna and Radha and Krishna and Gopis. So he enters as a Gopi, as Gopeshwar. That's why when you go to Vrindavan, first you take Prabhupada's shelter, Krishna Balaram temple. Then you go to Gopeshwar Mahadev. Then you visit the 7 main key temples. Then you go Govardhan. Then rest of the place, anywhere you want to go. This is the order. Chaitanya Charitamrita, one of the purport Prabhupada mentioned this particular point, what we should do when we go to Vrindavan, how we should do the parikrama. So the places I mentioned about Lord Shiva and now the Dham is mentioned where Jiva Goswami is being taken by Lord Nityananda Prabhu and then he's traveling and Lord Nityananda Prabhu is explaining these places about the Harihara Kshetra, the Hamsavahan, so this Rudra Devi, Panchanana, all these places are described and Bhaktivinoda Thakur is describing that in Navadvip Dham Mahatmya. I think I have that book. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is describing. And then there's Murari Gupta has written a song, 9 verses, Lord Shiva's glories, describing Lord Shiva's glories. It's always there as Lord Shiva got Mahaprasad, that's a Jagannath Puri, Vimla Devi got first Mahaprasad, then it gets given to Lord Shiva also, then it comes out as Mahaprasad. So that's everywhere Lord Shiva is there, Lord Shiva is being glorified. As Vaishnavana Metasimha is a pure devotee of the Lord. Out of 12 Mahajans, is one of the Mahajan. So whenever there is a problem, Lord Brahma himself also goes to Lord Shiva. So and then they will approach, they will pray to Lord Vishnu for further, resolution of that problem. Lord Shiva also appears in the pastimes along with the whenever, like in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, as Advaita Acharya and Sadasiva appeared. So in this way, we can understand the glories of Sadasiv. So let's read further. There are many pastimes to be read. Hard to remember all these things. So let's see the pastimes of the Navadi Dham. So beautiful pastime. Yes, one of the 12 Mahajan is, yes. Material world and also in the spiritual world. Yeah. In part of Golok Vrindavan, there is Sveta Dweep, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's where now the Dham is also there. Now the Dham was created by Srimati Radharani for Krishna's pleasure. That's why it's a special Dham out of the 3 Dhams. People don't know because it's confidential incarnation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation is confidential. Charnavatar as Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now let's read from now the Dham, Panchana Tala, it is called. Now the Dham is like the rest of the Dhams, is guarded by Lord Shiva, like Mathura, which is surrounded by 4 sides by the temples of Shiva. Gokarneswar in Mathura, also there is a Lord Shiva's Kshetrapal. As Gokarneswar, Pippaleswar, Rangeswar, Bhuteswar. In four, Lord Shiva is in these 4 different forms is protecting Mathura Dham. So like that, Yeah, Navadvip Dham also is protected. Like Puri and Vrajamandala, the holy land of Navadvip is also protected with the deities of Lord Shiva. One of these temples is called Panchanatala. It is located in the easternmost corner of Navadvip Dham, where the entrance to the holy land is located. The altar of Lord Shiva is under a large banyan tree. I have seen this. I think I may have picture. The existing temple is built little recently. Pancha means five, and Ana means head. Tala means tree. So Panchamukhi or Panchanan, this is the name of Lord Shiva in the form of five heads. Pilgrims pray to him to remove all the obstacles during parikrama and to see the dham. Therefore, parikrama comes here first. So that is the first place. Is also there as a I forget the pastime. Praudamaya. Durga Devi as Praudamaya, and Shiva's name is also not Prouda Shiva. Forget what Shiva is called. That place also we go before now the Dham Parikrama. Now, this beautiful pastime on the Rudra Deep. This is most wonderful. There are so many pastimes in this case. Rudra Deep, Panchatala Shiva and Nela Lohita Shiva. There are two Shivas here. So, there is a hidden ashram of Durvasa Muni who left this yoga and worships the lotus feet of Gauranga. Here also resides Ashtavakra, Dattatreya, and Panchamukhi Shiva, who no more desire to merge into Brahman, but to serve the Lord Chaitanya. Here in Rudradeep is situated on the bend of Ganga near the village of um, Badul Danga. Permanently reside 11 Rudras headed by Nila Lohit Shiva. They always sing the glories of Gauranga and dance in ecstasy. The demigods seeing their dance feel great joy and shower flowers upon them. Linking to Garga Samhita, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, there is one holy place in the north, Nila Lohita Kshetra. Here reside Lord Shiva known as Nila Lohita. O King of Videha, here resides all demigods, Munis, seven Rishis, and Maruts. It is a place where Ravana, the enemy of all three worlds, worshipped Lord Shiva and achieved great power. O king, whichever results bring the visit to Kailash is increased for 100 times if one once sees Nela Lohita Shiva. The other place I mentioned about the Harihara Kshetra is, or Amsavahan. One of these places called Mahavaranasi. 100 times benefit you get more than you visit Kasi Vishweswar in Varanasi by visiting this place now the Dham. Um, Navadvita Mahatya Pranam Khanda. Rudradvipa is situated on the bend of Ganga near the village Baduldanga. Once, in the one of his triumphal journey in India, Vishnu Swami, Rudra Sampradaya, Lord Shiva Sampradaya, one of the four bona fide Sampradayas, is the head of that Sampradaya, like Ramanujacharya for Sri Sampradaya. So, like that, Vishnu Swami is Rudra Sampradaya. You see in Parlin, Dwarkadish temple is there. You see in Reading, Vraj temple. These are all coming under Rudra Sampradaya, where they worship Balagopal, Lord Krishna as in the small baby Krishna. So here Vishnu Swami is pastime, beautiful pastime. Vishnu Swami arrived here along with his disciples. They stayed at night in Rudradweep. His disciples used to chant Haribol and he used to recite prayers from Shruti. Being pleased that devotees are in union, talk about Bhakti, Neelalohita Shiva appeared before Vishnu Swami. The appearance of Shiva surprised Vishnu Swami. He respectfully folded his hands and began to offer his prayers. All Vaishnavas are dear to me, told Shiva. I like how you explain the science of devotion service. Again, tattva. Ask whatever blessing you want, I will fulfill that. Vishnu Swami offered his obeisances to Lord Shiva and filled with love told, we request you only one thing. Bless us that we establish the true Sampradaya which will teach the science of devotion service. Rudra agreed and titled that Sampradaya with his own name. Because of that, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya sometimes is called Shiva Sampradaya. By the mercy of Lord Shiva, Vishnu Swami stayed here and worshipped Gauranga, burning in desire to achieve love for Godhead. Gauranga appeared to him in his dream and told, by the mercy of Rudra, you became my devotee. You are worthy for getting the treasure like Bhakti. Now go and preach the philosophy of Suddha Advaita, pure monism, not for that time when I will come to the earth and you will come as Sri Vallabh Bhatta, as Vallabhacharya. You will meet me in Puri and in Mahavan. You will start your Sampradaya. So that is another reason why Vallabhacharya has started his own. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at last he has given mercy. This is another reason here we can see. Sridhara Swami is also Rudra Sampradaya, one of the main acharyas. Prabhupada writes in many of his verses purport. Sridhara Swami, original first commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam. Sridhar Swami, who also belonged to Rudra Sampradaya, also came here, and in his dream had a darshan of Lord Gauranga. Lord expressed his satisfaction for Bhagavad Deepika. That is the purport to Srimad Bhagavatam. Shankaracharya traveled all around India and was successful in his philosophical disputes because he is Lord Shiva Samsha. He has come for a specific purpose. That is also been here told. At that time of his journey, he reached Sankarpur, Navadvip Dham. Deep in his heart, he was a Vaishnava but played the role of Mayavadi. In reality, he was the incarnation of Lord Shiva and expertly preached the hidden form of Buddhism. With this goal, he came to Navadvip Dham. When Shankaracharya came here, Lord Gaurasundara mercifully appeared on his dream and talked to him. You are my servant. Obeying to my orders, you are preaching the philosophy of Mayavadi successfully. But Navadvip is very dear to me and there is no place for Mayavadi here. Vruddha Shiva, yeah. Vruddha Shiva and Prouda Maya. These are Vruddha Shiva and Prouda Maya. Vruddha Shiva and Prouda Maya, according to my orders, are distributing concocted interpretation of scriptures, but only for those who are envious of my devotees. In this way, I lie to these people. Now the Dham is the abode of my devotees who are not envious. Because of that, you do not have to do anything here. Go wherever you want, not to disturb the residents of Navadvip Dham. So Shankaracharya went away from there. Understanding the truth about Navadvip with heart full of devotion, Shankara went further. Shankaracharya. Once some Brahmanas, devotees of Lord Shiva, worshipped him here, offering him the leaves of the bale tree. There are many pastimes like that. There is one pastime of Shivaratri is also explained as one hunter worshipping. I think in the previous recording I had explained that another story. This is another story of hunter worshipping hunter going on hunting. He couldn't get any animal. Then he was there. He was taking rest. It was night already came. That was Shivaratri day, and Shivalinga is there. And that is bale tree. So that way pastime goes. So finally, throughout the day, as he was moving, he was trying to hunt animals. The deers come, and then so the long story. But then finally, he gets Lord Shiva's blessings unknowingly, doing the fasting because he couldn't get any animal. So he gets the mercy for the hunter. So like that, here also we see some pastime like that. Lord Shiva worshipped him here, offering him leaves of bale tree. Among them there was young Brahmana, Nimbaditya. This is another sampradaya. There are four bona fide sampradaya. One is coming from Lakshmi Devi. It's called Sri Sampradaya, where their main process is Archanam. Archanam is the main. So chant the holy names is there, but Archanam is the main process. Pancharatri Vidhi, Archanam is the main process there. Sri Sampradaya. Lakshmi Narayan worship is the prominent, and Sita Ram Lakshmana. There are two. These two are the most prominent for them. That is the highest. So for them, Sri Sam, because obviously coming from Sri Sampradaya. So from Lakshmi Devi means because Mahavishnu is her prime deity, she is always massaging lotus feet. So and then you have the next one is Brahma Sampradaya, wherein Brahma Mahatma Gaudiya Sampradaya from Lord Brahma is coming. And then you have Kumar Sampradaya. So Nimbaditya is coming from Kumar. Four Kumaras, Lord Brahma's sons. This four Kumar Sampradaya. Nimbaditya is the one of the main acharya like Ramanujacharya. And then Madhvacharya is under Brahma Sampradaya. So we are in Brahma Mahatma Gaudiya Sampradaya. And then this Kumar Sampradaya, Nimbaditya is one of the main acharyas. They also worship Radha Krishna. They also has this Gayatri mantra, but little bit differences, subtle differences are there. You will find more them in Vrindavan. And then the fourth one is Rudra Sampradaya, where Lord Krishna is worshipped as Balagopal. And Vatsal Ras is more predominant there. In Rudra Sampradaya, Vatsal Ras is more predominant. In the Ramana Sampradaya, more of a Santa Dasya to that extent. Not Sakya is there, Gaurav Sakya in Ayodhya Dham. So, but that's about it. But the Vatsalya also, again, little bit Gaurava is there. But Vatsalya also, but mostly very less. So that has to come through Dwaraka, Mathura, and Vrindavan. And that is mainly in this Rudra Sampradaya or the other one, Kumar Sampradaya or Brahma Sampradaya. These three Sampradaya, there are this Vatsalya and Madhurya rasa is there. So at different levels, different slight variations are there. Vatsalya rasa is there in Rudra Sampradaya, but Madhurya rasa is there in both in the Kumar Sampradaya and also in Brahma Madhva Gaudiya. Slight differences are there. So here Nimbaditya. Just want to explain so that you understand who is Nimbaditya. Where we are reading. Hold on. Yeah, Nimbaditya was very attentive in his worship. Lord Shiva talked to him at this place called Pancha Vakra Sivatala. Pancha Vakra Sivatala. That means generally as in the when it is always all the Rudra Shiva generally whenever it is described he has five faces. Five faces, three eyes. Even that is described that Mahavishnu when he is glancing, um, when Mahavishnu expands himself as Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, then Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, from Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu or Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, yeah, from Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, I think. There it is explained that from his left limb, Lord Vishnu appears, I think Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. And then from his right limb, Lord Brahma comes, and from between his two eyes to eyebrow, middle, then Lord Shiva comes. So there it explains in Brahma Samhita, one of the verse, 10th verse, I think. 10th verse. And the 15th verse is describing how Mahamaya Maya Devi creates or activates this false ego and the earth, water, fire, air, ether, and these tan matras, sense objects, all these things. So that's why they play a significant role. Shambhu and Kheram Yatadati Vikara Vishesha Yoga. Nahi tata pratak asti hetu. So Sambhutam Samupaiti Karya. So Lord Shiva is appearing as Rudra is appearing, and so as Shambhu is taking the charge of the material creation. Lord Vishnu only glances. He is the in charge. There is a material cause, efficient cause. The efficient cause is Mahavishnu. Big Bang theory, they say that because of Big Bang only all these things happen. This creation has happened. But that is that even if you say that, then that's still material cause. But there should be somebody else who has actually how did this Big Bang, where these elements came from. So that is Mahavishnu is the efficient cause. He has sent the glance. He has originated. He has started is ignited. Then Shambhu and Mahamaya has taken charge of that, and then they did the secondary creator. You can say that. Then Lord Brahma does his job. Once the universe, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, the universe comes out, then Lord Brahma does his job. But otherwise, the pre-creation, pre-Brahma, Brahma was not there at the time. So Brahma hasn't done his creation act. Then Lord Shiva is the first one to actually take on this glance, and his wife both takes charge and then transforms. Then actually this whole action reaction. Then the material universe is coming, and the living entities. All this Brahma is doing his job and all. So before that, Lord Shiva as Shambhu is doing the job. So that's what we have to understand here. Once some Brahmanas, devotees of Lord Shiva, worshipped him here, offering him bare leaves. Yeah, Lord Shiva talked to him at this place called Panchavakra Sivatala. This five trees are there. The village side. There is a sacred grove of bale trees. On them there are sitting four Kumaras meditating. This Kumara Nimbaditya is in charge for four Kumaras. By their mercy, you will get spiritual knowledge. They are your teachers. Lord Shiva is telling to Nimbaditya when he prayed. Saying this, Lord Shiva disappeared. Nimbaditya soon went to look at that place, saw four Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara. Nimbaditya excitedly exclaimed, Krishna, Krishna. Hearing the holy name, Kumaras came out from their meditation and saw a Brahmana in front of them. Who you are? They asked. And why you come here? What do you want? We will fulfill your wish. Nimbaditya paid obeisance to the sages and told his name. Sanat Kumara smiled and told, knowing that the age of Kali will be full of troubles, all merciful Lord gave to his four associates the power of devotion and sent them to this material world in order to preach his glories. Names of those three are Madhva, Ramanuja, Vishnu Swami. You are the fourth of those great devotees. Sometimes ago we used to worship. Even Ramanujacharya also came to know this down. Beautiful pastimes. Sometimes ago we used to worship the impersonal Brahman. That's why all of them, all the four bona fide Sampradaya except Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now maybe the gurus of current in these Sampradaya may or may not know. Not everybody may know. But actual Ramanujacharya, many of them accept because they themselves has confirmed this. They are all there. They all four of the Sampradayas went into Navadvipam. Yes. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So Madhva, Ramanuja, Vishnu Sa. You are the fourth of these great devotees. Sometimes ago we used to worship the impersonal Brahman from the Lord, but now we tasted the sweetness of pure devotion service. I wrote a book, Sanat Kumara Samhita. This is one of the four Kumaras, and you have to study that attentively, seeing the mercy, because these four Kumaras constantly were Lord Sankarshan at the below Garbhodaka ocean. Lord Sankarshan is constantly speaking the glories of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. They are hearing. So there's a whole lineage is been given in the, I think, fifth canto or sixth canto. When Sankarsana is speaking the glories, then Sankhya Rishi has been received, and from there, then these four Kumaras received constantly. They are hearing. Narada Muni is also there. So Narada Muni has received this knowledge multiple times from Lord Brahma, from the Lord Sankarshan, like that. So these four Kumaras, that specific incidents is also that way they received knowledge. There also it has been given. But there are also sons of Lord Brahma also. So seeing the mercy of Guru, immediately took bath. This is Nimbaditya, received mercy from the four Kumaras. So that's why he is the head of four Kumara Sampradaya. Seeing the mercy of Guru, immediately took bath in Ganga and came back. Kumaras gave to him initiation to Radha Krishna mantra and instructions of how to serve the supreme couple in the mood of Bhava Marga, spontaneous devotion. Nimbaditya for some time stayed in his forest and worshipped Krishna, chanting his name, studying Sanat Kumara Samhita. Soon Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani, being satisfied with Nimbaditya, appeared before them and they told, "You are very fortunate. You used to perform devotion service in Navadvip Dham, the holy abode, which is very dear to us. Here we reveal our united form as Sri Gaurahari." Saying this, Srimati Radharani and Krishna joined together in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Nimbarkacharya was shocked as he cried out, "I never heard about such thing." And then Mahaprabhu told, "Do not open this secret to anyone yet. Preach the glories of Krishna Bhakti and the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And when I come in this form, which you see now, you will also become one of my associates with the name Keshav Kashmiri." We heard that. Keshav Kashmiri is the Digvijay Pandit, is debating with Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, see, the confidential pastimes has been revealed here. By the mercy of Saraswati, you will understand my sublime nature, and you will be free from pride and will take shelter from me. Just like Lord Brahma became proud in Brahma Vimoha Lila. His pride was crushed. Then he prayed. Now I don't want to become proud again. So please give me a form which I can also help in your pastime. So that's why he appeared as Brahma Haridas. So that we'll mention about that soon. Let's finish this. I will bestow you with the bhakti and will send you to preach devotion service to Lord. And now you can please me preaching the philosophy of Dvaita, monism and dualism, and keeping in secret the taken knowledge. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance should be kept secret. When Gaurasundara disappeared, Nimbaditya wept out of love, paying obeisance to the lotus feet of his gurus. He went to preach Krishna Bhakti. So in this way, we can understand this beautiful pastime in Rudra Dweep. The earlier one, the Harihara Kshetra and Amsavahan is happened in the Madhya Dweep. So, 1 minute. Yeah. This is all Lord Nityananda Prabhu is revealing to Jiva Goswami and or Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing. These are the pictures. 1 minute. Hamsavahan and this is the Harihara Kshetra picture. Half white, half black. You can see, and Shivalanga is there at the below. That is Harihara Kshetra, and then the other one is this Hamsa Vahan. You see that Lord Shiva is sitting there on the Hamsa Vahan. This is the Hamsa, as you can see in this picture. So this way we can understand now the pastime of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled to South India in these various holy places. Then when he came to Sri Sailam, Mallikarjuna, where and then Sri Kalahasti, there is also a place called Siddhavata. There he meets a Brahman, one of the Brahmin. Then he was worshipping Lord Ramachandra. He was chanting the holy names of Lord Ram. Then I think this is the picture I was showing. This is Harihara Kshetra, and then this is the Hamsavaha. Now let me read this pastime of in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This has been described, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Siddhavat. This pastime has happened before, where he was glorifying that. So at that time, all the South Indian Vaishnavas are worshippers of Lord Ramachandra. Some were Tattvavadis. This is Madhva Sampradaya, many of them are Tattvavadis. Some were followers of Ramanujacharya. After meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all those different Vaishnavas became devotees of Krishna and began chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But then, depending on their bhava, they will go to that abode. Not necessarily that they will go to Golok Vrindavan. That Prabhupada also mentioned that. So, O Lord Ramachandra, descendant of Maharaj Raghu, kindly protect me. O Lord Krishna, killer of the KC demon, kindly protect me. This is Rama Raghava, Rakshama. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant this particular prayer while going in the South Indian Yatra. While walking on the road, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant this Rama Raghava mantra. Chanting in this way, he arrived at the bank of Gautami Ganga, where Gautam Rishi was meditated. This is in Rajamundry. That Godavari is there. So that same Godavari where Gautami Rishi has meditated, so that became Gautami Ganga. Took his bath there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Mallikarjun Kshetra, where Lord saw the deity of Lord Shiva there. There are so many pastimes. So I'm not repeating the previous recording pastimes. That is in Ekambra Kanan in Bhuvaneshwar, in Jagannath Puri. There also Lord Shiva's pastimes are there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking Mahaprasad, all that. So many pastimes are there. This is another pastime which we didn't share. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Mallikarjun Tirtha and saw the deity of Lord Shiva. He also included all the people to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then he saw Lord Mahadev, Shiva, the servant of Lord Ram. Then he went to Ahovil Narsinga. This is in Simhachalam, Vizag, Ahovil Narsinga. Upon seeing the Ahovil Narsinga deity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered many prayers unto the Lord. Then he went to Siddhavat. This is where the pastime begins, where he saw the deity of Lord Ramachandra, Lord of Sita Devi. Upon seeing the deity of Lord Ramachandra, the descendant of King Raghu, the Lord offered his prayers and obeisances. Then a Brahmana invited the Lord to take lunch. That Brahmana constantly chanted the holy names of Lord Ramachandra. Indeed, but for chanting Lord Ramachandra's holy name, that Brahmana did not speak a word. That day, Lord Chaitanya remained there and accepted prasadam at his home. After bestowing mercy upon him in this way, the Lord proceeded ahead. At the holy place known as Skanda Kshetra, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Skanda. That is, again, when to kill the Taraka through the union of Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, Skanda. Skanda was born, the son of Lord Shiva. Ganesha and Skanda is a famous fighter. He is the Senani commander. From there, he went to Trimata, where he saw the Vishnu deity Trivikram. After visiting the temple of Trivikram, the Lord returned to Siddhavata, where he again visited the house of Brahmana, was now constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Earlier he was chanting Ram Mantra, now he's chanting. Now is the discussion will begin. After finishing his lunch there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the Brahmana, my dear friend, kindly tell me what your position is now. Formerly you are constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Rama. Why are you now constantly chanting the holy name of Krishna? The Brahmana replied, this is all due to your influence, sir. After seeing you, I have lost my lifelong practice. From my childhood, I have been chanting the holy name of Lord Ramachandra. But upon seeing you, I chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna just once. Since then, the holy name of Krishna has been tightly fixed on my tongue. Indeed, since I have been chanting the holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Lord Ramachandra has gone far away. From my childhood, I have been collecting the glories of the holy name from revealed scriptures. The supreme absolute truth is called Rama. He is giving the definitions of Rama and Krishna. These two verses. Ramante yogano ananta satyananda chidatmani it Rama padenaso param brahma vidhi. That is the definition of Rama, where they get unlimited pleasure. Yogis meditating, those who are chanting the Rama's name, they get unlimited pleasure. Absolute truth is called Rama because the transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. Now the Krishna's word is defining. This is also Krushi Bhu Vachaka Sabdo forget Param Brahma Vidiyate. Krishna. Krishna means ultimate the ultimate attraction. Na means no more material birth, no repetition of birth. Let's see what it says here. Word Chris, KRS, is the attractive feature of the Lord in existence. Now means spiritual pleasure. Where the verb Chris is added to the affix, that it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. As far as the holy names of Rama and Krishna are concerned, they are on equal level. But further advancement, we receive some specific information from the revealed scriptures. Now Lord Shiva is speaking. Lord Shiva addressed his wife Durga. Oh Vararana, I chant the holy name of Rama. This is the famous verse in Vishnu Sahasranam. At the end, Lord Shiva is speaking, and here is quoting. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanam Vararani. 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu goes on in Vishnu Sahasranam. At the end, Lord Shiva says, of all the 1,000 names you chant Lord Rama's name, that is one. One Rama's name is equal to these 1,000 names. And then he's going to quote about three times of this Vishnu Sahasranam, 3,000 times is one name of Krishna. Three times Rama's name is one name of Krishna. That is going to tell. I chant the holy name of Rama, Rama, Rama. Thus, enjoy this beautiful sound. This holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. The pious result derived from chanting of 1,000 holy names of Vishnu three times can be attained by only one utterance of the holy name of Krishna. According to this statement of Shastra, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, I could not chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. My worshipful Lord has been Lord Ramachandra. By chanting his holy name, I received happiness. Because I received such happiness, I chanted the holy name of Lord Rama day and night. But by your appearance, Lord Krishna's holy name also appeared. At that time, the glories of Krishna name evoke in my heart. That's why one has to be empowered. Spiritual master is needed. So, sir, you are that Lord Krishna himself. This is my conclusion. Saying this, the Brahmana fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After showing mercy to the Brahmana, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the next day and arrived at Vruddha Kasi, where he visited the temple of Lord Shiva. In this way, we can understand the position of the Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna also in the 9th chapter, 31 verse, not 31. So this is the in the I think 10:33 or 32. Yeah, Rudranam Pavak. No, what is it? Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vitteshu Yaksharaksasam. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi, Merunam Sikrinam. Out of all the Rudras, I am the Shankara. 11 Rudras, I am the Shankara. And out of all the the treasury in charge of treasury Kubera, because Lord Shiva Kailash is there because Kubera has done a lot of service. Lord Shiva being pleased, then Lord Shiva also said, I will stay here. To give you blessings, I will stay here. That is Vitesha means he is in charge of treasury, Kubera, not and the demigods. So that's where Kailash is also there, along with Kubera. Lord Shiva is also resides there in that particular place, giving his mercy there. Uh, 1 minute. Then another pastime is there where Durga Devi. Now Lord Shiva has told what is the essence of chanting the Rama's name. Now we'll see that pastime of Lord Durga Devi herself is telling about the pastime. Yeah, 12:67. We'll close it up soon. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila. Beautiful pastime. So we all take shelter of external energy and enjoy. But here, external energy herself is taking shelter of Haridas, pure devotee of the Lord, and talking about Hare Krishna Mahamantra, glories of Lord Rama's mantra, and also Hare Krishna Mahamantra, describing here. One day, Haridas Thakur was sitting in his cave, reciting the holy name of the Lord very loudly. That night was full of moonlight, which made the waves of the Ganga look dazzling. All directions were clear and bright. Thus, everyone who saw the beauty of the cave with the tulsi plant and a clear altar was astonished and satisfied at heart. At that time, in that beautiful scene, a woman appeared in the courtyard. The beauty of her body was so bright that it tinges the entire place with yellow hue. Obviously, because she is Maya Devi in charge for the whole material creation, Durga Devi. The scent of her body perfumed all directions, tinkling of her ornament startled the ear. After coming there, the woman offered obeisance to Tulsi plant, and after circumambulating the Tulsi plant, she came to the door of the cave where Haridas Thakur was sitting. With folded hands, she offered obeisance at the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur. Sitting at the door, she then spoke in a very sweet voice. My dear friend, she said, you are the friend of the entire world. You are so beautiful and qualified. I have come here only for union with you. My dear sir, kindly accept me. me and be merciful toward me, for it is a characteristic of all saintly person to be kind towards the poor and fallen. After saying this, he began to manifest various postures which even the great philosopher would lose his patience upon seeing. Haridas Thakur was immovable, for he was deeply determined. He began to speak to her, being very merciful toward her. I have been initiated into a vow to perform a great sacrifice by chanting the holy name a certain number of times every day. So that is the difference between the Haridas Thakur and pure devotees versus not pure devotees. Anybody can get agitated, but not the pure devotees. Look at Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, all these acharyas. Doesn't matter what the external condition is, they never can become agitated. So like Haridas Thakur also in that example. I have been so as long as the vow to chant is unfulfilled, I do not desire anything else. When I finish my chanting, then I have an opportunity to do anything. That means he has only 4 hours, 20 hours out of 24 he chants, 192 rounds. Sit down at the door and hear the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. As soon as the chanting is finished, I shall satisfy you as you desire. So that's how you must chanting. The pure devotee always absorbed. That's why when you hear, that's why when the initiation day, supposed to hear. So sometimes you may people may approach the Gaudiya and others Babajis, but that's not how they give. They may just give you mala and name, no other process. But actually, the real initiation means Pancharathri fire sacrifice has to be done. That you are supposed to hear the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra through the mouth of the Guru. Mm, so that is the first in Harinam Diksha. So that's when it has the actual transformation effect. And they must be in a bona fide Acharya Sampradaya. They must be following the previous Acharya. So no other deviation. Otherwise, the process won't work. So that's why Haridas Thakur was like that, pure devotee. So as soon as she heard, then completely transformed. Sit down. So after saying this, Haridas Thakur continued to chant the holy name of the Lord. Thus, the woman sitting before him began to hear the chanting of the holy name. In this way, as he chanted and chanted, the morning approached, and when the woman saw that it was morning, she got up and left. For 3 days, she approached Haridas Thakur in this way, exhibiting various feminine postures that would bewilder the mind of even Lord Brahma. Haridas Thakur was always absorbed in thoughts of Krishna and the holy name of Krishna. Therefore, the feminine poses women exhibited were just like crying in the forest. At the end of the night, the third day, the woman also spoke to Haridas Thakur as follows: My dear sir, for 3 days you have cheated me by giving me false assurances. For I see that throughout the entire day and night your chanting the holy name is never finished. Haridas Thakur said, My dear friend, what can I do? I have made a vow. How then can I give it up? After offering obeisance to Haridas Thakur, the woman said, I am the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I came here to test you. I have previously captured the mind of even Brahma. What to speak of others? Your mind alone have I failed to attract. My dear sir, you are the foremost devotee. Simply saying you, because he has been empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simply seeing you and hearing you chant the holy name of the Krishna has purified my consciousness. So that's a one who is empowered by spiritual master. Yasya deve parabhakti yata deve tata guru tasya vahi kadi prakasante mahatma. Everything will be revealed. You will be protected from all circumstances. He will be protected always because Guru's full blessing is there. So in this case, Haridas Thakur has received that kind of blessing. Now I want to chant the holy name of the Lord. Please be kind to me by instructing me about the ecstasy of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is Durga Devi, Parvati Devi, Mahamaya. There is now a flood of eternal nectar, love of Godhead due to the incarnation of Lord Chaitanya. All living entities are floating in that flood. The entire world is now thankful to the Lord. Anyone who does not float in that inundation is most condemned. Such a person cannot be delivered for millions of kalpas. Formerly, I have received the holy name of Lord Rama. This is important. From Lord Shiva. But now, due to your association, I am greatly eager to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. The holy name of Lord Rama certainly gives liberation. Let's look at the verse 257, chapter Antalila, chapter 3. Mukti hetuka taraka haya Ramanam. This is taraka. Word taraka for Ram Nam. Taraka. Taraka Brahma Nam they call Ram Nam. Krishna Nama Paraka. For Krishna Nam it is Parak. Ram Nam Tarak. Krishna Nam Paraka Hana Kare Prema Dhana. The holy name of Lord Rama certainly gives liberation, but the holy name of Krishna transports one to the other side of the ocean of Nissayan and at last gives the ecstatic love for Krishna. Purport by Prabhupada. In an indirect way, this verse explains the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Includes both the holy name of Lord Krishna and the name of Lord Rama. Rama gives one the opportunity to be liberated, but simply by liberation one does not get actual spiritual benefit. Sometimes if one is liberated from the material world, but he has no shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, one falls down to the material world again. Liberation is like a state of convalescence, in which one is free from a fever but is still not healthy. Even the stage of convalescence, if one is not very careful, one may have a relapse. Similarly, liberation does not offer such a security as the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. So, in this way, we can understand. This is Maya Devi herself is telling this. Krishna Nama Deha Tumi More Kare Danya Amare Basa Eiche Prema Vanya. Prema Vanya. Inundating. Please give me the holy name of Krishna, thus make me fortunate so that I may also float in the flood of love of Godhead inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is Durga Devi's statement. After speaking in this way, Maya worshipped the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, who initiated her by saying, just perform the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So before that, she received mantra from Lord Shiva, but now she has taken initiation from Haridas Thakur to the next level. Now even Maya wanted to be favored by Haridas Thakur. Therefore, Haridas Thakur formally initiated her by asking her to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. उपदेश पाना माया चलित हना प्रीता ई सब कथाए कर ना जन्म प्रतीता. After thus being instructed by Haridas Thakur, Maya left with great pleasure. Unfortunately, some people have no faith in this narration. Therefore, I shall explain the reasons why people should have faith. Everyone who hears this will be faithful. So, in this way, we can understand. During the incarnation of Lord Chaitanya to inaugurate Krishna consciousness movement, even such personalities as Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, four Kumaras took birth upon the earth, being allured by ecstatic love of Lord Krishna. So, as we heard, Kumaras, four Kumaras appearing as Nimbaditya. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, all of them appeared. Lord Brahma's pastimes are there in Audidam, Lord Shiva's pastimes is there, all these four Acharya Sampradayas pastimes are there. So many pastimes. So, our class time is not enough. Already we are close to 9 o'clock. I have to stop here. So, Shri Sada, Shri शिवरात्रि महामहोत्सव की जय, सदा शिव की जय, गोपाल की जय, गौर भक्तों की जय, वृंदा श्रीमद भगवत गीता की जय. Okay. Any quick questions on the Zoom about Sadashiva, about Shiva? Any questions? Let me unmute. Because many times I think our question master is not here today. Anybody has questions on the Zoom? Okay, looks like no questions. Anyone questions here? Why the Shiva is called Mahadev? There are some people who they have understanding of why they call Mahadev. Yeah, Mahadev is called because he is the above all the demigods. There are 33 crores of demigods. All these demigods are Jiva Tattva. None of them are above Jiva Tattva, including Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma is the highest out of all. Lord Shiva is, even though it appears like he has come from Lord Brahma as a son of Brahma. In fact, that is reality. But actually, in reality, he is not the son of Brahma. So, he is the above Brahma. Brahma is Jiva Tattva, but Shiva is not Jiva Tattva. Rudra is Jiva Tattva, but still he is higher than Brahma. But Sadashiva, of course, is Vishnu Tattva, and Shambhu is higher than, he is not Jiva Tattva either. And so, in that way, so he is a Mahadev. Devankadev. Rudra is Jiva, but he is still higher than Brahma. So, his position is not same or lower. So that way we have to understand. This is all explained by Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur in Brahma Samhita very nicely. English will be little difficult to understand. You have to hear. So 8, 10, 15, these three verses where this exactly how the creation is happening through Lord Shiva has been explained. Any other questions? Yeah, all these names are being explained. Why is called Shankar Bhagwan? Because he's praying to Sankarshan. Why is called Ashutosh? Because he's easily mercifully gives. Because he's in charge for Gunavatar mode of ignorance. What can he do? He has to give shelter to all. So it doesn't matter whether qualified, not qualified, whether he's ready to kill him itself or take Mother Parvati, whatever they want to do. So then Lord Shiva has to give blessings and run away from there, back to absorption of Lord Rama's name. That is his position. So,
Is it Lord Krishna, even though it is so much clear with all the Shastra, like, still they know that Shiva to believe that Shiva is the Supreme. It must be Lord Krishna's leela, right? To enjoy it.
yeah, it is. He is giving the opportunity. Let's put it that way. In the office, also, not everybody can accept. So some has a good relation or accept that your vice presidents in a higher position people. Some people only accept, no, my manager is everything for me. I don't care about who is VPs, I don't care about. I will work for my boss. I will satisfy. If I get promotion, I get promotion. If not, I'm okay. I don't need to go to anybody. So that is it. So that's where they are at. They can't go beyond that perception. Then for them, then that's it. So same way here also. Those who are in mode of ignorance, for them, Lord Shiva, because that's why the Puranas are also divided three ways. So those especially Tamasic Purana, so then they are in mode of ignorance. Their understanding is not at a higher level. It is not evolved. So they can't accept so many personalities, so many. For them, one personality, that Lord Shiva especially is easily pleased. Anything you want, you will get it.
What I mean
So
is that
that's why.
with all these differences, it's still a part of all Krishna's work.
Yes, yes,
So he's as a supreme enjoyer, he is enjoying it,
yeah.
right? And at the same time, he's feeling that all the jewels have to come back to him. Right?
No, he is not enjoying the people suffering. No, that is not the case. When Sajjananda Maharaj asked, if God is all good, why there is suffering? Then Prabhupada said, no, it is you. You are the one who created this material. In the one in sense means he is not one person, not your desire is the cause of this material creation. Like the prison house, why government has to create? They don't need to create. It is the people who doesn't want to follow. Why the cop has to be there on the road? Because he knows that somebody is not going to follow. And for that purpose, cop is there to at least give warning, or is there at least people will be slow down, and So those things are there. Same thing here also. Otherwise, Lord Krishna has no need to create this material world. So and we are marginal. That means we can choose. Free will is there. Either you choose to Lord Krishna to be in the spiritual world, or you can choose to be in the material world, enjoy separately. So that's why the false ego, real ego transforms into false ego here in the material world. So that is done through Lord Sankarshan, Lord Shiva, and Durga Devi transforms into false ego. So yeah. Any other questions? Yes. Yeah. It is always there. It is always there. So in some yugas, it is Hare Rama first, then Hare Krishna second. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. But it is there. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is there in Kali Santarana Upanishad. In different Vedas also it is there. Puranas also it is there. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, of course, it is there. Mm, so yeah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just revived, just like Bhagavad Gita Krishna tells, I have given this knowledge. It's not that I am giving to Arjuna. This knowledge has been given to Ikshvaku, Vivaswan, Manu, and all these things. Now it has been lost. Generally, it is lost. It's not that whole population doesn't know. Some rarely, some few people, very few people knows. Now I'm making the discipline section again, reconnecting. So like that, same thing. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is there. So many references. I don't know, remember the exact verse or anything. It could be because she always chanting Krishna's name, so there is it's not it is not astonishing. So that's why Lord Krishna said, "I am indebted to only to gopis. I am indebted because I can never repay your debt. So I can never repay the debt of because you left everything for me. So you left everything for me. So you're completely dedicated. You're 100% surrendered. You're ready to go to hell, ready to do anything and everything. So that's why Lord Krishna said that, I mean, I can't repay your debt. I can't repay your debt. Same thing, the disciple can never repay a debt for a guru, but they can try to repay by following the instruction. That's what Prabhupada said. I can never repay my debt to my spiritual master, but still to try to do that by following his instruction and implementing what he has told me. So in that way, so it's a and the gopis are always remembering Krishna. That means they are chanting. In spiritual world, this chanting of the holy names is always going on. Krishna is in the center. That is the next words we didn't go detail because Lord Shiva's glories has to be described. Otherwise, the first point Prabhupada is making clear: you surrender to Krishna. If you don't surrender to Krishna, you are going to serve Maya. Either you serve, you make the choice. You want to serve Krishna or you want to serve Maya. There is no other way about it. You are not serving Krishna means you are serving Maya only. That means your bondage is there, your anxiety is there, your lamentation is there, everything is there. There is no either you accept or not accept. You may be atheist, you may be Buddhist, you may be whatever. You may not accept Krishna, you may not accept the instructions of Gita. So many people interpret their own way. Like Gandhi has interpreted that it is non-violence. Radhakrishna interpreted that this is not about Krishna; it is something else within Krishna. There is no within and without. Krishna is Krishna only. Within mind, intelligence, it is not like our gross body, subtle body, and spirit soul. His body is transcendental. There is no distinction like that. So, but they have interpreted like that. So because everybody is at different level. So that's why this tattva has to be understood fully, then only one can enter from material world into spiritual world. Otherwise, they can't enter. That's why this sampradaya is needed. That's why you have to receive this knowledge. Is not simply you read and you understand by yourself. You have to receive this knowledge. Somebody has to reveal. For Brahma itself, he has to be revealed by Lord Krishna through flute sound. He has received Gayatri Mantra. Then only is been revealed. Lord is sending all this way. That's why the other glories of Lord Shiva I forgot to tell. Lord Shiva as Sadasiva in Vaikuntha, and then through, his glories are unlimited. Hanuman is also Amsha of Lord Shiva only. Bhima, Madhvacharya, also Amsha of Lord Shiva only. So different places, so many. How many glories can we describe? So if you put together all of them, uh, so it's unlimited. From so many angles, so many Puranas we have described. It's unlimited glories because he's a pure devotee. But he himself is humble. He describes that when Narada Muni is going and reaching him, you are the greatest devotee, Vaishnava. He said, no, I am not greatest. Prahlad Maharaj. But in one sense, he is above the Prahlad Maharaj also. As Sada is there, he is not in he's not in a Santras. He is above. He is a Gopeswar Mahadev is playing with Gopis, then what rasa is in? She is not in a lower ras. So
even with such extreme function, like
yeah,
you are, he's still misunderstood.
yes, he is still misunderstood. Yeah. But he is doing his job as responsibility. Is giving shelter still. Whether they misunderstood or whether they think that Lord Shiva is everything, he is the ultimate, he is the topmost, he is the supreme, still he accepts and because what to do? They are in ignorance. So at some point they will come. So, but otherwise, that's why the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime is there. Bhrugumuni has cursed through Draksha Prajapati is because anybody who thinks Lord Shiva is supreme and takes prasad, then he gets that curse will apply.
Yeah.
Bhrugu's curse. But anybody who accepts Lord Shiva's position as a servant of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, then by taking that as Vaishnava, topmost Vaishnava, if he takes the prasad of Lord Shiva in that way, then that curse won't apply. So, but otherwise that curse will apply. So that has been clearly stated in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes. So that's why the position is yes, Shiva Tattva, Guru Tattva is the most complicated out of all tattvas. Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, all other tattvas are much easier. But to understand Shiva Tattva and Guru Tattva, both are very, very difficult, complex subject matter. Yeah, one is Sankarshan because Ananta says, Ananta was a snake, so thousand hooded snake. Mahavishnu is lying down reclining. So that is Lord Balram's expansion. And Lord Shiva is always meditating on Lord Ram, Lord Sankarshan Ram, Lord Balram. So that is Balram's expansion. So in that way, to remember, he is always remembering in absorption of Lord Ram, Lord Balram. So that is one reason why he is wearing. And he is also in charge for mode of ignorance. He has to give shelter to snakes and ghosts and every living entity like that. So that's why he used sometimes to envious people also. So that's why this what is it? Basmasura or Rakasur. So you want Rathas, you want, yeah. he wants to take Mother Parvati. So like that, they are envious. Then what to do? But Shiva still gave his mercy. So yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, we'll stop here. Already we are very late today. 9:09. 15 श्रीमद भगवद गीता की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री शिवरात्रि महोत्सव की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय.